Walls are a fundamental element in creating space. The perfect wall is an environmental separator. It has to keep the outside out and the inside in. To do this, the wall must control rain, air, vapor, and heat. Originally, rocks controlled all of these, but as time went on, new materials were sought out due to rock's structural and comfort limitations. Today, we find that we need 4 basic layers of control: thermal, moisture, air, and vapor, which control the inside environment efficiently. These 4 layers are located between the exterior cladding and the structure located on the interior side of the wall. Therefore, there are 3 main functional layers in the perfect wall: the cladding, the control layers, and the structure. We usually represent walls as 2 simple lines, but there's so much more than that. Let's take a look at what lies between those 2 lines. If we examine the perfect wall, starting from the exterior and working our way in, the first layer is the exterior cladding. Its main function is to act as a screen against ultraviolet light and bulk moisture. It also tends to give aesthetic appeal to the wall. Note the standoffs between the cladding that create an air gap that allows moisture to drain and thermal separation between the cladding and the control layers. Next come the control layers, which are broken down into 4 sub-layers. The first of the control layers is the thermal layer. It is located outside of the structure to protect it from thermal expansion. As the outermost control layer, it prevents excess moisture from reaching the dew point and freezing water within the control layers, which would cause damage. Second is the moisture barrier, which is located between the thermal and air barriers to prevent water from getting too far within the wall, yet far enough to where it won't freeze because it is located after the thermal layer. Next is the air barrier, which prevents air from traveling and seeping through to the structure and the interior environment, which would bring temperature and moisture changes. The final control layer is the vapor barrier. It prevents the buildup of moisture in between the structure and the air barrier, especially in times where the dew point might be reached within the wall. There are materials that combine 3 of the 4 control layers into one membrane, with the insulation being a separate material. However, we chose to show each individual control layer to better illustrate the function of each layer. The last layer in the perfect wall is the structure. In this demonstration, it is constructed out of 2x4 studs, plywood sheathing on the exterior, and gypsum board on the interior. This provides the framework from which the wall is created. Behold the perfect wall.